but the people that I need to disclaim to are not here.
29 is a big thing. Frame it up first.
Oh, you like that? Yeah. Okay, Rabotai. I want to ask your forgiveness before we start. Because if we go into Hanukkah and start getting sidetracked with a zillion and one Hanukkah halachot and questions, we'll never touch what we prepared.
It'll be 40.
Yeah. So I'm going to try. The people are not here that I need to tell this to. We need to stay on topic because I prepared for you a very nice.
I'll tell them not to tell you to shut up.
Take it away. With a British accent, it sounds bad.
Right?
I prepared for you a nice little mini class over here, and I would love to stay on topic and not get sidetracked into 17,000 different Hanukkah questions. All right, let's start with Gemara. Yeah. What is
Shut up.
page 1? Page 2. Tanud Abanan, it's in red. We did this last year. This is one of the most famous Gemaras in the entire Shas. This Gemara. Mitzvah Hanukkah, Ner Ish Ubetor, Shabbat 21b. The Mitzvah Hanukkah is a household mitzvah of a man with his house. The Mehadrin level 2, the second level, Ner Lechol Echad Be'ahad. Each family member lights one candle every night. We all should know this by now. This is level 2, Dad. Level 2, not level 3.
I don't know. Each person.
This is
times I thought it was.
Ner Lechol Echad Be'ahad. והמהדרין מן המהדרין, the best of the best level, בית שמאי אומרים יום ראשון מדליק שמונה, מכאן ואילך פוחת והולך, ובית הלל אומרים יום ראשון מדליק אחת, מכאן ואילך מוסיף והולך. This is, guys, everybody should know this Gemara by heart, right? This is the classic Gemara. Hey, Avi. The classic Gemara, Hanukkah Gemara, is what is the mitzvah of lighting candles? The main mitzvah is to light one candle for the house every night. If you only light one candle, I don't care if it's the 7th night of Hanukkah with 15 people in the family. You light one candle, you're set. You did the mitzvah of Hanukkah. Level 2 is to light one candle for each person in the house. Level 3 is to go 1, 2. Very good, very good. Level 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Hold on. Hold that thought. Or according to Bet Hillel, you go up. According to Bet Shammai, you go down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see that sheet. Ner ish ubeto. It's a mitzvah for the family. Ner echad b'chol laila. It's one candle every night. V'ish b'chol b'nei beto sagi lehu b'ner echad. The whole family gets one candle. Ve'amehadrin, level 2, those who chase or beautify. It's a question what that word means, because hadad means to chase in Aramaic. Hadad also means to beautify. Could be both. Ve'amehadrin ahad mitzvot. See that she says those who run after mitzvot. Or see ner echad b'chol laila lechol echad b'echad b'nei habayit. They make one candle for each person in the house. And then level 3 is mahloket Bet Shammai Bet Hillel. Bet Shammai says 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and Bet Hillel says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is the reasons for Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel? Why do they disagree and hold 8 and down or 1 to 8? So there's 2 opinions what their reason is. This is really important that everybody understands because the whole class is going to be based on this. So pay attention to this piece. What is the reason? Amad Ula, Peligi Batere Amura'eh Ma'araba. 2 Amuraim in Ma'araba, in Israel, argued why we have level 3. What does it represent? What are their names? Rabbi Yosef bar Rabin and Rabbi Yosef bar Zabida. So they're both Rabbi Yosef. Had Amad, one says, Ta'amad de Bet Shammai keneged yamim hanichnasim. One says, the Bet Shammai is trying to let everybody else know how many more days are coming into the holiday. So on night 1, you're going to light 8 to say, yeah, this is 1, but there's really 8. On night 2, you're going to do 7. So you want to show people how many days are left. And Ta'amad de Bet Hillel, Keneged yamim yotzi'in, letting everybody know how many nights are leaving the holiday. So tonight's one, check one off the holiday. That's it. Take it off. So they're just trying to let people in the street or in the house know. That is the opinion of one of the Amoraim. But there's another Amorah that says, no, the Mahlokat is a completely different reason. Bechad Amad, Ha'amad Bet Shammai keneged parei ha'hag. Bet Shammai is trying to mimic the bulls on Sukkot. On Sukkot, we brought bulls. Parei had ayelehad kibesechad b'shato le'olah. We brought bulls. On Sukkot, we decreased the amount of bulls every day, right? And so therefore, on Hannukah, we want to mimic this, and we want to decrease the amount of candles every day as well. So this, we don't know why Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel say what they say. We have a mahloket. One says Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel, all they care about is telling people which day is leaving or entering, and the other one says no. Bet Shammai is trying to mimic bulls. Okay, so what's Bet Shammai's reason that you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Because you only have to go up in holiness and you don't go down in holiness.
Are we satisfying both by putting candles from right to left and then lighting from left to right? I mean, from left.
Both Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Sounds good.
Even though it's
It sounds good, but I would say no.
No.
You're not satisfying them because you only have 2 candles on the second night. The korbanot were not the same every day.
If you said 1 candle, I agree with you, but 2 candles away. You're still putting 1 candle
On
to the right.
Yeah,
Going to the
but
left.
the number is the wrong number.
Right.
The whole number's wrong according to Bet Shammai.
Days.
The whole number of candles is wrong. David, on Sukkot, we had more than 1 bull. That's yeah, right. So
We have 70.
very good. So David's asking a great question. Who cares about Sukkot?
That's what I was going to ask. I didn't
Right.
want to sidetrack.
So the answer is, I have a fantastic answer for this, but that's maybe next week because that's a whole class. I can't address that now. I have a fantastic answer, but I can't get into it.
For the simple balance?
We'll save it.
Okay.
It's loaded.
Next.
Okay. So again, this is critical. I want to say it again because if you're missing this link, you're not going to understand the word we're saying from now to the rest of the class. We have 3 levels. Level 1, 1 candle in the house. Level 2, 1 candle for every person in the house. Level 3, mahloket. Bet Shammai, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bet Hillel, 8, 7. Sorry, the opposite. Bet Shammai, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Bet Hillel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, David's question. Is Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel adding on to the mehadrin? Mehadrin mina mehadrin. Is that adding on to the mehadrin or it's replacing the mehadrin?
Which question is it?
We're going to see in 1 second. But this is a classic. Level 1 is 1 candle for the whole house. Level 2 is 1 candle for each person. Avi. Level 2 is 1 candle for each person. So if I say, and that's called mehadrin.
So one,
If you have 12 people-
one.
Hold on. Ashkenaz. Whoa. We're not. You're fast forwarding 1,000 years. Hold on 1 second. Back here, when they talk. Yeah. Avi, yeah, and Ezra, listen. So if I tell you mehadrin, oh, what a beautiful word. The glorifiers of mitzvot, they light 1 candle for each person. And I say, you know what? You want to be mehadrin, mina mehadrin, the best of the best. Light 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on, is that each person lighting 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, like the Ashkenazim do? Or is it the whole family lighting 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Level 2 was the whole family, each person doing it. Shouldn't level 3 be adding on to level 2? In other words, shouldn't the Sfaradim be wrong? Makes more logical sense to hold like the Ashkenazim. When you're adding a 3rd level onto a 2 level, you don't kick out level 2. You're adding to level 2. Right, Avi? You with me? There's 3 levels of lighting.
With you, but I'm not sure I buy it.
Well, there's 3 levels. 3 levels, ishu beto, 1 candle for the whole house.
One candle to rates every day.
It's levels because it's a level. It's a better way to do it.
1 candle.
1 candle for the whole house, for the whole night, doesn't matter.
Single candle
Every night. That's the mitzvah of Hanukkah. That is the mitzvah. In other words, when the Rav, I know someone that's going to do that. This
artificially make up a lot.
No. That's the mitzvah. Hanukkah is the interesting holiday in that we're all going above and beyond.
It's funny, they only had 8 candles. Total.
I know, but everything goes above and beyond, and that becomes the standard.
It is the standard these days in the loose word standard, but it's not.
Ever a time when somebody only lit one.
Absolutely. I know someone this year doing it.
Oh,
He's going on a boat. He's going on a cruise. He can't light 8 candles. He's get in trouble. I told him, light 1 candle. That's the mitzvah. Right? Or in the Holocaust. In the hospitals, in the Holocaust. It's dangerous. Light 1 candle. Yeah, that's it. That's the mitzvah.
don't get confused. How do I know I'm on day 3? How do I know I'm on day 4?
Which way it gets confusing?
Single candle. I can know idea. It's less confusing.
How do you know?
Yeah.
The only way
Yeah.
you can keep track of the days is by the number of candles?
Hold on, the premise, Ezra. Don't agree with the premise.
No, but if you're gonna.
The whole premise of people having to know the days because of your menorah, where does that premise come from? That's not the mitzvah. Who said the mitzvah is when you light that candle, you make sure anyone in the street knows what day of Hanukkah it is? Who said that's my job?
I'm saying is when you have a reference of like, oh, yesterday we lit 3, then this week we lit 4. It's a chronological, logical order. How many did we do yesterday? 3, so you know that today is 4. But how many did we do yesterday? We did 1. It doesn't give any reference.
Sure it does.
All right,
Every night.
reference is not part of the
Doesn't
mitzvah.
matter.
Reference is not part of the mitzvah. Avi, I know what you're going to answer me, but I'll do it anyway. When we shake the lulav and etrog every day of Sukkot, how do I know what day of Sukkot it is? Is it? And by the way, we always forget. Is it the 3rd day of Chol Moed? 4th day? Which Torah reading do we say today? I don't know. It's a repeat. Everything until you're going to say Hakafot Shivini Atzeret, we do 7 times. Okay, fine. Before that, who said it's our job to make our mitzvah tell us where we are? The mitzvah is the mitzvah. Do it.
The other one, who said it's the job of the mitzvah to let you know what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, keep it. You keep a calendar, man. So that's level 1. Level 2 is called mihadrin. Ner lechol echad ve'echad. 1 candle and for each person in the house every night. 1 candle. Night 4, 6 people, 6 candles. Doesn't talk about that in the Gemara. I mean, it does. Hold on 1 second. Time out. It does talk about it. Hold on. The Gemara, 1 second. The Gemara talks about what types of oil are kosher and says Shemen Zayit is the best, but it doesn't use the word mihadrin and all that. But that's a whole separate issue.
So if you only have 1 person in the house, the second stage you're talking about
1 candle
is 1 candle.
every night of Hanukkah.
And if there's more than 1 person in the house, each
Yeah.
one lights 1
Each one lights 1.
Right, okay.
I have a quick question. Do we care if anybody knows how many days are?
You should ask that to yourself from 2 minutes ago.
No. What I'm saying is, do we care?
You mean to publicize.
In other words, do I want people in the street?
The answer is, Avi, according to the basic mitzvah, no.
Okay.
According to the mihadrin, maybe.
I think he's talking about, it took 7 days to go
Well, hold
back
on.
and forth.
Let's do this again. 1 second. According to the basic mitzvah, no. Nobody cares. According to the mihadrin level, no. Nobody cares. In fact, you're going to mix people up because you have 9 people in the house, you have 7 people in the house. No one cares about what night of Hanukkah it is on the second level.
I don't want to become relevant. If you're lighting multiple candles, succession, 1 through 8, is there any halakha as to how far the candles need to be away from each other to signify the number?
Yes.
Have it 3 feet apart?
Yeah.
6 inches apart?
There is halakha about that. Because
You're telling the numbers.
we care about level 3. Level 3 is to let people know what day of holiday it is. That's the whole point of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But before level 3, we don't care about this concept. The question is, why is level, and the answer is really the question. Why is level 3 not tacked on to level 2? Each person in the house, like the Ashkenazim do, should light 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You gave me level 3, you kicked out level 2, Sfaradim. We don't do level 2, Sfaradim. We don't do it. My kids don't light candles. I mean, level 2 is scratched out. So I'm building a castle and I took out the second floor to build the 3rd floor. So let's do Tosafot. Tosafot says, "V'hamihadrim and hamihadrim." It's in red. It's on the right side.
But doesn't level 3 disqualifies level 2. That's what we said.
Is that normal? Usually you add onto something. I'm going to say, you should have a kazayit of matzah. Tonight I'm going to have 2 kazayits of matzah. And like, no, I'm going to be extra strict. I'm going to have a half a kazayit of matzah. You have to add on to what you're doing.
Right.
That's called being strict.
Right, but the problem is that you can't do both at the same time. If you have 2,
If you're Ashkenaz, you could.
yeah, but even the Ashkenazim, it's a bit of a problem because
Why?
all of these lights over the cap.
Okay, so let's see. Good. Let's see the Tosafot, guys.
What's the problem?
Oh, man.
Okay, let's do Tosafot first.
You got my raw emotions tonight.
Candle
For each person. Yeah.
But if level 3 is trying to make you that you count the days, and each person counts the days that for themselves, you're gonna have 27 lights on the person.
So Avi, what Dr. Sofer is saying is, if you on level 3, the Ashkenaz way, no one's gonna know what night of Hanukkah it is. Too many candles.
By the way, we did it last year.
We did this last year.
We said that too many candles, that you can't count on it. If you're claiming that it's supposed to keep the count, it's too many candles.
We did this last year, and this is a
4 levels, one person at a time, says each person will light one. The second one will be like one person lights for the whole family. Level 4 will be one person, everybody lights everything.
one person lights for the whole family.
There's one person that's going to but he does consecutive.
That would be level 1A. That's-
Level 1 is one candle.
Right, and so level 1 is only Avi lights.
One candle.
Right, and level 2 is only Avi lights, like Sfaradim do now. That would be level 1A. Or you can go on the other path. Level 2 is everyone in the family lights, all the kids, one candle. Level 2A is every kid lights a whole menorah. The Sfaradim way doesn't seem to be very strict. Let's see. Guys, this is a stepping stone. I want to step onto this tonight. Nir'eh, Leri, it seems to the Ri, says Tosafot. The Bet Shammai or Bet Hillel lo kaimi ela aner ish ubeto. Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel, aka level 3, are only standing on level 1. They're not adding to level 2. They're doing away with level 2. Why? Sheken yesh yoter hidur. Kicking out level 2 is so much better. Why? Deika hekera. Because now everyone goes to a Sephardic neighborhood, knows exactly what night of Hanukkah it is. Abal says Tosafot, if you do the Ashkenaz way, and now every kid's lighting a whole candle menorah, no one has any clue what night of Hanukkah it is. There's 76 candles in the window.
Yeah, but they're all separate.
They really say.
No. They're gonna think, oh, there's 15 candles. Maybe there's 15 people doing level 1. How do you know? Or maybe it's the 5th night of Hanukkah and there's 3 people. Like, how do you know?
That's only if they're all in the window. They just like the one in the window.
So Sparadim, Tosafot saying too many lights, overkill. It's much nicer to let people. So in other words, the best. So Tosafot saying level 3 is saying the best thing you can do is let people know what night of Hanukkah it is. Like Avi was initially saying.
But why? Then you really have a problem.
Because that's Pisumenisa.
You really have a problem.
Because then every day is unique.
Very good also.
Yeah, but then your shamash is definitely messing up the whole thing. And
That's a good question. Shamash is separate.
But
The
if it
shamash.
stands out as the shamash.
yeah, it stands out on top or on the side.
Okay, you ready?
Oh, yes.
I want to move on.
But the whole point is that I think that's the powerful point. The point is we're not doing it as a calendar system or mathematical system. Look, how many days? No, it's secondary. It's more like we're just a limit.
So what I want to do. So
Then the sound is for the household,
okay,
not
so
for outside.
literally what we're debating now is when I want to crack open. We're going to crack it open, guys. You ready? Bet Shammai Omrim. Bet Shammai says, by the way, before we crack it open, who's going to crack it open for us? the Lubavitcher Rebbe actually, but it's not going to be a Hasidic pshat. It's going to be like a regular Ashkenaz type of Torah from the Lubavitcher Rebbe. But first, it wouldn't be a good shiur over here without a sprinkle of Ben Ish Hai. You have to do it's mandatory. So one Ben Ish Hai, just to give a little sprinkle, and then we'll move on. Ben Yehoyada on page 3. Bet Shammai Omrim Yom Rishon Madlik Shemona. Mikan Ve'elech Pohet Ve'olech. Bet Shammai says you go 8 and then you go down. It seems to me, B'siyata D'Shmaya. Bet Shammai hem Givura. There is a concept out there. The Bet Shammai is Givura. They're always strict. That's why the Zohar says when Mashiach comes, we're going to follow Bet Shammai, not Bet Hillel. We can't handle Bet Shammai right now. Too strict. Bet Hillel is Chesed, easier. V'lachen Zahav, gold. What element of spirituality is gold? Shu Givura. Gold is Givura. Pohet ve'olech, it decreases. Kimispat ha'otiyot, like the letters that go down. Zayin he bet. The letters that spell gold is 752 goes down. But silver shu hesed, which is kindness, mosif ve'olech b'mispat, it goes 20, 60, 80. It goes up because kindness is increasing. And givura, another word for givura, by the way, I think, my opinion, the best definition for givura is not strength, it's boundaries. Givura is setting boundaries. It's limiting something. In a Hasidic way, for sure. When you go up in numbers or letters, it's hesed. Mosif ve'olech, you're always adding. Betashrak, taf, shin, resh, kof, going down. Givura, pohet ve'olech. So Bet Shammai says, we got to start, givura, limit it. Start high, go low. Bet Hillel says, no. Every day, give them more and more and more. Hesed. Beautiful. Next finish high. Tafshin is the alphabet. That's the alphabet backwards. Next Spanish high. Bet Shammai is done. You know how many days are coming in. I understand Bet Hillel's reason. What is Bet Hillel's reason? We go up. Bet Shammai, who cares about the bulls of Sukkot? The bulls. So the question is, why does Bet Shammai hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Why? So it's option A is to mimic. Option A is what we said before, to let people know how many days are coming into the holiday. And option B is he's trying to mimic the bull sacrifices on Sukkot. On Sukkot we did bull sacrifices, and we every day we did one less. Yeah, every day one less bull. So we want to copy Sukkot. Why? We did it last year a little bit, and I gave the ladies class last year a huge thing on this. Lena, the next week we'll do this next week. Why? Says the Beish Hai. Says the Beish Hai, and this is like a massive discussion. In the oil, there was enough to light one night. It's a whole discussion. This is the most famous question in the entire Judaism. What was the miracle of Hanukkah? Did they put the whole oil one night? Did they split the oil into 8? Did it let whatever? So Ben Shammai says the Ben Shammai says his opinion. They put the whole day of oil in, and it just lasted 8 days. 1/8 of it burnt every day. The first night, 8 parts were blessed. And then the second night, one part was gone, so 7 parts were blessed, and so on and so forth. And so therefore, Bet Shammai is trying to remember how many parts of the oil were blessed, and that's what he means by the days coming in. Interesting thought.
Trying to remember is an interesting choice of words. I think it's honoring. In other words, they're saying just like it was back then.
It's Pisumeni. It's publicizing the miracle. Yeah.
But it's the most logical explanation that I found to.
Very logical. Yeah.
So look, they started with 8 parts of it, 8, 7, and 6, etc.
Let's commemorate that. So this Beish Hai is not Kabbalistic. Okay. Now, again, a very famous Rambam, guys. What does Rambam hold? What does Rambam hold? Ashkenazim or Sfaradim? We did this last year. Rambam is Sephardi. Kama nerotu madlik. Remember? Kama nerotu madlik. That says Rambam. How many lights do you light? Mitzvah shekol bayit ubayit madlik ner echad. The main mitzvah is 1 candle every night. Ben she'ayu anshe habayit minubin. Whether you have a lot of people in the family, ben she'lo boy adam echad, or you're alone, doesn't matter. 1 candle. Ve'amehadiret mitzvah. Level 2, someone who beautifies the mitzvah. Madlik nero k'minyan anshe habayit ner lechol echad. Ve'echad. Ben anashim ben nashim. Level 2 is every single person in the family gets a candle. והמהדר יותר על זה, level 3, the מהדרין מן המהדרין says הרמב"ם עושה מצווה מן המאוחר, you want to do the best, מדליק נר לכל אחד בלילה הראשון, every person in the family lights one on the first night, ומוסיף והולך בכל לילה ולילה נר אחד, like the Ashkenazim do. The Ashkenazim hold like the Rambam. We hold like Tosafot. Unbelievable. This is a lot of poskim say
Not too
this is
often, right?
unfound in the rest of the Torah. Some people say that we hold like Tosafot and they hold like the Rambam. Unbelievable.
There's no other place that we hold like that.
That's what the Tefahim writes.
But he goes on to say, you're not pashut before
Yeah,
time. He gives the Sephardi.
Yeah, let's give Avi a chance and we'll finish. Avi?
So I'm kind of bothered because the miracle is that it lasted for 8 consecutive days.
Yes.
That's the mitzvah. I mean, that's what happened, right? That's what, one way or another, it lasted 8 consecutive days.
Yeah.
And if we're trying to glorify the holiday, why not just go, Jews, get a pot of oil, light your candle, have it last for 8 days, just like the miracle. Why are we splitting it up night, day? Why
Very
not
good.
just actually do what they
We learned this last year, remember? In the Gemara last year, the Gemara asked the very same question. Ashashit. Remember the Ashashit, a lantern?
Yeah.
You're just going to light it all day. No one's going to know that you lit it for the Hanukkah. They're going to just think it's your...
Send the
But
candle.
if you're lighting one candle at a time, how somebody don't know it's for Hanukkah?
Yeah, we need the action of the lighting. Hannukah or say mitzvah. We need the actual lighting so people see that you lit it for the mitzvah. It can't just be on a one run-on sentence. It won't be kosher because no one's going to know it's for the mitzvah. That's a whole nother Gemara. I'm going to be very short.
Your
You're like, so I want to recreate.
No, it's not about that. It's about the mitzvah is that you light it, not that it's just lit on autopilot for 8.
The way to do it is correct.
Suffice it to say, Avi, the way you're asking, Avi, suffice it to say, what you're asking is in the Gemara. So if they ask it, you know you're good. And I gave you the bite-sized answer. Maybe next week we'll go into it because I want to read the book. Ketzad says Rambam. Asking the Gemara's question is as good as it gets. Ketzad. So Rambam holds like Ashkenazim. Ashkenazim hold like the Rambam. So he says, if you have 10 people in the house, on the first night, Rambam says, in the first night you light 10. On the second night, it's 20, and so on and so forth.
You need 10 shiur?
Yeah, according to Rambam. Minhag pashut b'chol arenu b'sfarad. However, says Rambam, even though he holds what he holds, all the Sfaradim around him, he says, what am I supposed to do? All the Sfaradim around me don't do what I'm saying. They just light one candle. Or the whole house, 1 menorah. However, Rambam holds what he holds. Magid Mishneh, which is written by the Bet Yosef, which is the Yosef Cairo, the Banan Shulchan Aruch, page 4, it's not there. He writes on the Rambam. Where does Rambam get this from? Perek Bamei Madlikin. This is the Bamei Madlikin is where Hanukkah is. The main mitzvah is 1, like we just learned. Level 2 is 1 candle for everyone. Bet Hillel and Bet Shammai. Upiresh Rabbeinu explains shemehadrin min hamehadrin David Peretz. Upiresh Rabbeinu shemehadrin min hamehadrin osin ma shemehadrin osin. Level 3 are adding to what level 2 is doing, not taking away what level 2 is doing. Level 2 is every kid lights a candle, every woman lights a candle. So too, level 3 should be every person lighting a candle. Look at the words of Ram Bet Yosef.
Who's Magid Mishnah?
Bet Yosef. And he says, ועושים יותר מהן שמוסיפים מכל לילה ולילה כמניין ירוש ללילה הראשון ופירוש מדליק נר אחד לכל אחד ואחד. Look at this. זה פירוש רבנו ונכון הוא. Yeah, he doesn't. He says it's good. Rambam makes sense. Why? Because be honest, guys. The Ashkenazi way makes more sense. I'm sorry. It makes more sense.
So this is the last week with a similar case.
You should be told.
That's one thing that I
Yeah.
completely reject. Does he give a reason why he finds something to be A but could be?
Let's see his words first. Let's see his words. I put it right there. Shulchan Aruch.
Why shouldn't they be better? He should be told.
Hold on. So we're going to open it up, guys, I promise. Kama Sarich Lizahed, this is Shulchan Aruch. Sarich Lizahed me'od behadlakat nerot Hanukkah. You have to be very, very careful to do this mitzvah. By the way, may I add, guys, do this mitzvah on time. Don't wait till 10 o'clock at night. If you're gonna come home 10 o'clock at night, let your wife do it on time. Do it on time, which is 5
20 minutes after,
5 o'clock, 5:10, 5:15. What is it?
20 minutes after sunset.
Right after set, yeah. 20 minutes after sunset. Do it on time, guys. Don't wait till 9 o'clock at night. Come home, light it, leave, go back to work. Friday night?
Why?
Ma,
How could we light up something on Friday night?
we're gonna light it before. It's gonna last.
We're coming here 1 hour before?
Why wouldn't
It's at least 50 minutes.
1 hour before. Yeah. You light right before we come
Talking
here.
about mincha. You're talking about mincha?
On Friday, don't light too far early.
No, how would that you get prepared?
Right, so light at home 4:20. Light right before.
Lighting home.
Yeah.
Even when we're coming into lighting.
Yeah.
Shabbat.
It's called.
Yeah.
Before,
So how do you
Was
use
the box closed after? Huh? Yeah.
How do you use the mitzvah if you lie at home and then you're here when you after Shakira?
Good question. It's a great question. It's a huge discussion. Who the lighting is for? Is it for the people on the outside or people on the inside? The answer is, in short, bite size, hadlaka or mitzvah. You did a kosher lighting, you're done. That's going to be the answer for 90% of Hanukkah questions.
the question is,
You're-
you're kosher lighting, but
You
not in
can,
its proper time.
you can light and blow it out. You
No.
lit a kosher. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You can. If you lit and blew it out, you lit a kosher light. It's kosher. You
You mean if it blew out?
you shouldn't blow it out. But if you did, you're Yotzei mitzvah. It has to be able to light for 30 minutes. You have to give it a shot. Once you gave it a good shot, you're done. It's like the political question with equality of outcome, equality of opportunity.
Once you have,
We don't care about outcome. Opportunity. Give it a chance, and that's all it's on you. You don't have to make sure it
so
happens.
the chance is having enough oil to last
To last a half hour.
half hour.
Once you did that, you're done.
That's it. But if you didn't have that, that's a big question.
No, but
We're
well,
saying what is going on.
so this is going to segue to a whole question. What is Pisumeni Sad these days? It used to be for the people outside. It's people inside.
Well, but you'd only blow it out because you were afraid to leave a lit.
You shouldn't blow it out.
But
But
if you had to leave,
if you had to leave, you have to leave.
then you should then.
I've done this before. I had to go.
Right, so you don't want to leave
No
a
choice.
lit, an open flame in your house.
Yeah, I have to go. I try to stay 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Let's move on, guys.
So you say I shouldn't leave it on for fire issues, but so I should,
No, Friday night's different
But it's a
because you
Shabbat.
can't blow it out. It's not even going to start burning on time until you're already in shul. Friday night, you can't blow it out.
And when you get back from shul, you're gonna see it.
Okay, let's go on.
Assuming yes.
Says Maran Shom-
No.
No, you gotta light it at home. Light it at home.
So what you gonna do? You gonna let it
Let it go. I'm gonna burn. Let it burn. At home.
What, here in shul?
At home.
check your,
At home?
You gotta light at home. Let it burn and go.
You light the Shabbat after, you go, and you come back, it should still be lit.
On Friday night, put it on the
If it
stove.
is, it is. If it's not, it's not.
Put it on the stove.
Guys, can we read more Shulchan Aruch? Come on.
Yeah.
Maran Shmuel says, "Sarich bizahed me'od behalakat minhana." You have to be very careful with this mitzvah. Va'afilu ani hamitpanes min tzedakah, even if you have no flus, you have no money. Sho'el, borrow, moched, sell kisuto, sell your clothing.
So you tefillin.
Got to make it happen. Kama nerot madlik. How many candles do you light?
only one.
Bailad harishon madlik. In summary, he says exactly what we do. Sparadim. Va'afilu im rabim min ha'bayit lo yadliku yoter. Don't light more. So Maran Shmuel says, just do what us Sparadim do. Why? Maybe the Minhag, the Rambam says, the Minhag of Sfarad was not to do what he said. Maybe Maran Shmuel decided to stay with the Minhag. Or maybe there's a deeper logic, which I would love
But he
to,
doesn't.
which I would love to get to. So let's get to that deeper logic. Birkei Yosef is written by the Birkei Yosef is the rabbi's table over there. No. Birkei Yosef, Sadikim Shama. Birkei Yosef, Mikatavis. Birkei Yosef. The Hida. The Hida. What does he say? Vili hahediot. For me, the simple person. If Shad Lishev, I can answer.
Did I say he was a simple person?
Yeah, just being humble. Yeah. Vili hahediot. אפשר להישב כמה שכתב מרן רב א' נ"ח. דהנה הוא תראה אמוראה דפליגי B'ta'amayo de Bet Shammai or Bet Hillel. Gentlemen, are we good or what? What are we arguing about?
Define idiot. Idiot.
Hediot.
You say he?
Like a Kohen Hediot. Kohen Hediot. Okay, ready? What the B'nai Yosef is about to do for us is try to give some explanation between the argument between Rambam and Tosafot. Why do they argue? Is there a logic?
אפשר לשב,
Good luck. I was going to say, good luck. Continue. אפשר להישב כמה שכתב this rabbi, Maranah. טענהו תראה אמוראים, these two Amoraim, Rabbi Yosef and the other Rabbi Yosef, דפליגי בטעמיה דבית שמאי בית הלל. Now, again, if you don't remember what we said, you have to know this. That's the whole key to this whole shiur. We have a mahloket, we have a disagreement. Why Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel disagree? This is the fundamental, guys. You need to know this. Why do they disagree? Option A, we want to show the people the days coming in versus you want to show the people coming out. Bet Shammai, Bet Hillel. Option B, Bet Shammai is trying to mimic the bulls. Bet Hillel holds ma'alim ba'kodesh and moridim. We disagree. They didn't tell us why they disagree. Bet Shammai, Bet Hillel. They didn't tell us their reasons. So two people disagree what their reasoning is. Okay. Now, one holds that the reason is they argue about should I let the people know the days that are coming in or leaving. The other one holds the other one holds they argue about the bulls or go up in Kiddusha. Says the Chida, I want to say the same mahloket between Tosafot and Rambam is the same mahloket between these two Rabbi Yosef and the Gemara. Rambam holds level 3 is adding to level 2. Tosafot says level 3 is replacing level 2. Why? They have a disagreement, which is the correct reason for the Bet Shammai Bet Hillel discussion. Rambam holds, do we care, according to the Rambam, do we care about telling people what day of the week it is? No. So he doesn't hold like the first one, that the mahloket is, should we tell people days coming in, days coming out? He holds, Bet Shammai is going after the bulls, and Bet Hillel is going after Ma'alim. That's what he holds. He's choosing that one. Tosafot, what does he care about? Telling people what day it is. So don't do what the Ashkenazim do, too risky. No one's going to know what day of the week it is. What does he hold? He holds like the first Amorah, that the reason for the mahloket is, should we tell the people the days coming in, days coming out? It's brilliant. This mahloket between Rambam and Tosafot is the same mahloket between these two Amoraim in the disagreement of Bet Shammai and Bet Hillel. Does anybody not understand this?
Yeah.
Be honest. Huh?
I understand. The premises of the question are not clear to me, because what we're saying, we don't know why they disagree.
We don't.
So somebody says because they argue over
Days in.
somebody over the Farim.
Yeah.
But you don't know the reasons. Maybe one of them holds because of the people, and the other one does not hold about Nichnasim Yotzim. It's actually in Farim. Who are you to say that?
We're trying to understand how could it be
That this huge rabbi.
Yeah, you skip level 2, you don't skip level 2. How could it be?
Yeah.
It's brilliant. So let's see the words of the Chida. The Harambam ve'atosfot. Here. The Harambam ta'am zikenim yikach. Rambam takes the logic of the rabbis, of the wise rabbis. The Savri keman de amar keneged parei hag. Rambam holds like we're chasing after the bulls. Nothing to do with telling people the days coming in, the days people out. Says, who says that's my objective, says Rambam. I don't hold that's the reason. This whole discussion is not about telling people days. Tosafot says the opposite. The whole point is to tell people the days. Brilliant. Okay. Doctor, you're eerily quiet.
No, I'm just thinking about the drink hug of my family. We like completely different. Not at the moment. We like completely different.
Why?
They used to do one candle for each person, and then plus the night.
Oh boy, this is Rambam.
So
it's level 2.
Four
level 2.
4 men in the house. So was 4 men. The first night they would light 5.
Right, we do.
4.
Oh,
4 each and
level 1 plus level 2.
One each and one for the.
They're doing level 1 plus level 2.
They'll be like a hannukah, and then I have mine, you have yours, you have yours.
No.
No.
This is all in the same.
They did the Echad mitzvah for the
This
house.
is all in the same.
One
You
net.
don't use the hannukah. It was one day, so there's 4 people, 4 men, and then 1 for the first night, that's 5. So the second night is 6.
I see.
They're doing level 1 plus level 2. The Echad mitzvah plus the Mehadrin.
I think
So we
negative.
in Chalab they light one extra candle,
That's a separate miracle.
You need 5 candles.
but that's
According to
what he said.
in the Halabi way would work according to the Rambam.
Can't lie.
Light whatever you want.
Either because they weren't sure of the day.
No, they have an extra miracle that happened in the level. Okay, Rabotai.
We put it on the side. We put it on the side.
No, Rabotai. Let's finish the words of the Chida. Vehashta now. Shitat b'nei Sefarad, the Sephardim who don't do one for each kid in the house. We arguing in the same mahloket. Sephardim are saying, no, we care about telling other, it's such a Sephardi thing to do, by the way. We care about telling every Baal Habayit what night of Hanukkah it is. That's what we care about. And the Ashkenazim, it's such an Ashkenaz thing to do. I gotta do my fullest religiosity. I don't care about you. I gotta go all the way. It's your problem if you don't know what night of Hanukkah it is. It's just this mahloket Sephardim and
This
Ashkenazim.
is the whole problem with kids going to school and have Ashkenaz teachers. That's the big problem. That's the big problem. That's the big problem.
Okay.
School. You go to school and you will have an Ashkenaz teacher.
That's for a special
They
miracle.
all make their own menorahs. They make their
No, it's a
own
special miracle that
menorahs. They
happened
want
in
to
the
put
level. There was a special miracle.
the problem. And you can't tell them, no, you can't. Because who would? So we tell them,
On Hanukkah? I don't know.
it's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it.
Answer? Okay, Rabotai. Now, we are moving on further into this discussion to try to get an understanding, Rabotai. We're trying to get an understanding of the logic between these two sides. And so we're going to go on to now the Lubavitcher Rebbe. The Lubavitcher Rebbe usually uses mystical things. This is not mystical. This is very lumdish, as they say in yeshiva. It's just hard yeshiva stuff. Everything. The Lubavitcher is not lumdish here. He is lumdish here. Yeah, he's not mystical. Kafahayim later. I didn't paste it. Okay, ready? Let's see how much we might have to skip through this because I really want to move. Tanura Banan. It's going to be it's going to be a review of hopefully what everyone knows by now. Tanura Banan. Mitzvah Hanukkah ner yishu beto. The main mitzvah is 1 candle. Mehadrin ner lechol achad ve'achad. 1 candle for each person, level 2. Mehadrin mina mehadrin, level 3. Bet Shammai omrim yom rishon shemona. Bet Hillel omrim yom rishon 1. Mahloket Bet Shammai Bet Hillel. Piligi v'aterei amoreh. And the Gemara says we have a discussion. What is the reason for Bet Shammai Bet Hillel? Well, there's 2 opinions. Hada amar ta'amad Bet Shammai keneged yamim menachnasim. V'ta'amad Bet Hillel yamim keneged yamim yosim. One holds it's about the days. V'hada amad parei hag and marlim hakodesh. This is everything we already know. This is the Gemara we just learned. Says the Rebbe, mina nusach. Piligi v'aterei amorai. They argue that ele avim b'pashtu. We have to understand simply. שהמחלוקת בין שני האמוראים איננה רק לגבי הטעמים שבית שמאי בית הלל, אלא יש לכך השלכה גם על ההלכה. There must be a deep halachic divide between these 2 amoraim. Not just I think he's copying bulls. I think he's trying to tell people there must be a halachic divide, a halachic difference of a valuable difference of opinion, substantial difference of opinion that will make them disagree. כן מוסבר בכמה ספרים ופוסקים שהמחלוקת בין הרמב"ם לבין בעלי התוספות. A lot of people explain, like the Hida we just read, the מחלוקת between the תוספות and הרמב"ם. אם כדעת התוספות מהדרים הוא תוספת רק על עניין של ביתו. I'm going to skip this paragraph. We just studied this in the Hida. No, we did not do this last year. לפי דעת הראשונה, according to the first opinion, that they're going by counting days in and out. Then everyone should not light their own candle. That's what Faradim do. If you're trying to tell people the day, one candle for the house. So that everyone knows exactly what day of the week it is. Okay, let's turn the page. According to the second opinion, the ta'amah de b'shamai is for the parim, for the bulls, and the ta'am for Bet Hillel is for the ma'alim ha'kodesh. We go up. And who cares what night it is? Don't have to tell people what night it is. The Mosifin Mehadim and Mehadrin, level 3 is adding on to level 2, just like Rambam said. Yeah, that's why I did put the Hidah first, so that when we read this, you already knew it. If Shalomar, but you can say, you can't just say that Mahloket stops there. It must be deeper. Let's go to bed. Let's say you only have one candle, obvious example. You only have one candle and it's the second night of Hannukah. You make up the reason. Hospital, boat, money. If I only had one candle on the second night, what should I do the third night? And now I have lots of candles on night 3, but I already only lit one candle on night 2. What do I do on night 3?
So what you have?
What do I do? According to the first reason, Sheta'amat Bet Hillel is for the days coming in, the days coming out. Alav ve'avik shel shanilot. You should light the third candle on the third night, because at least for Bet Hillel, you can tell everybody what night of Hanukkah it is. You lost yesterday to do that, but you can do that tonight.
No. You have 2 candles.
You have 3 candles. You're back to 3 on night 3. Night 2, you lost. You only had 1 candle. But now on night 3, you have 3. That's the case.
Go back to 3.
You're supposed to do 1, 2, 3, 4, etc.
Right, but
You did 1 on the second night. You didn't have 2. You did 1 again.
And now on night 3,
on the third night.
now you have 3 candles.
understand is the night 2, you have 2 candles.
No,
But you did
you
1.
had 1. You had 1.
You were lucky. You didn't have it.
Okay.
Okay.
Another question: if you're just male, so you can do 2 candles on the third night because you male on the night before.
But if you want to tell people what night it is, you should do 3. So if you hold the reason is just to go up in holiness, you should do 2. That's going up from yesterday. Yesterday I did 1. I'm going up in holiness.
But it was the wrong day.
It doesn't matter. I'm going.
I know you're going.
That
up.
opinion doesn't hold you care about the days. Again, the second opinion holds you don't care about the days. Just to go up. Well, I'm going up. So I got to save myself another 50 cents.
Got it.
It's the second night. You have 2 candles only. That's all you have left.
Okay, let's hear it this way. Yeah.
You have 2 candles.
Oh, you're saying you know in advance what you're going to have for the whole holiday?
Well, you only have 2 candles the second night, right?
Yeah.
So now, do I burn both candles the second night?
Okay.
So I show it's ongoing elevation, or I save one of the candles
What do you think,
in
Ian?
the second and the third.
Because
So
what-
if you go with the mala, then you should do 2
Yes,
candles
sir.
that night.
Come on.
But the
Yeah,
mitzvah,
But then
the
you do
mitzvah
it.
is
If
only
you don't
one.
even have to do the mitzvah. You do
the
one.
mitzvah is 1.
Everyone would hold, you do the mitzvah today, you do the mitzvah tomorrow.
And you cut the candles in half.
Maybe even that.
Yeah.
Half hour. Do
Because,
exactly.
because we're only debating the do.
Why would you sacrifice the mitzvah tomorrow for a do today?
So I'm saying if you're
But that's level 3.
right, that's what I'm saying.
Add up the points. Add up the points.
He's also trying to
Hold on. Add up the points. Night 1, 1. That's level 3.
I'm not saying to be
Level night 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you got zeros.
But my
You failed.
if the idea is to elevate, I'm not trying to just be.
But elevating is on top of the Ikar mitzvah. You gotta do the main mitzvah first. Before
Yeah, but
you're putting your spread on no bread. You took the bread away. You're eating just the cream cheese. You took away the mitzvah. You gotta do the mitzvah.
The other way is also the same thing. No?
No, the other way. I did the mitzvah yesterday, and I
You
did.
did mitzvah.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, it's interesting.
Oh no, he agrees with it.
No, I don't. It's not agree with disagree. You could argue it's a little bit like Stirat HaOmer Mekolesh or Bitur. On the one hand, you should say don't do it because you can't complete. On the other hand, you should have emunah. Yeah, I only have 2 nerah today, but I have emunah that tomorrow Kadosh Baruch Hu will give me a third one.
But the answer,
You don't have
is,
something.
the answer is you can easily. It's your responsibility to do the mitzvah 2 days. Don't be strict today. Do the mitzvah for today and tomorrow. We'll read the halakha in a minute. So this is the first case the Rebbe asks. So it depends. So there's a halachic difference depending on. So he's trying to show there's halachic differences between these 2 sides. הבדל זה הוא רק במקרה של בדיעבד. This is only if it happened that way. כאשר לא קיימו לפני כן את המצווה בעידוד, you didn't do it right. אך קיים הבדל בהלכה למעשה, but I can give you another example, says the Rebbe. גם כאשר קיימו בלילות הקודמים את מצוות ההנקה באופן של מדין. I can give you an example when you did the mitzvot perfectly, and I can still show you a difference in opinion, says the Rebbe. כאשר יש לאדם שמן וכתומה המספיק רק לשני נרות בלילה שלישי. I only have 2 candles at the 3rd night of Hanukkah.
Okay.
I only have 2 candles left. כמה נרות תדליק? How much should I light? It's the 3rd night, and I only have 2 candles.
And I know it goes to this question, for the entire Hanukkah thing,
Forget about tomorrow. What do I do for today?
also today.
It's the 8th day of Hanukkah, and I only have 7 candles.
Oh, there's the question.
What should I do?
Yes, yes.
What do I do?
We just said you could do one.
What should I do? 7?
If you all,
Are you going?
Gymnastic.
Are you going up? Is it Ma'alin? It's not Ma'alin.
How much?
No.
No.
Is it Muridin? It's not Muridin. It's even as yesterday's. Okay.
No, but now you're.
Is it telling people the days of the week? No. It's the wrong night. It's one. It's you're mixing people up.
That's exactly it.
So you may as well do one.
That's easy.
The only thing you're doing if you light all 7 is you're not going down. You're holding
I'm
constant.
saying, if you're holding that it's Ma'alim and Moedim, you must do 7, because if you don't do 7, you're actually moving.
That's the question. That's exactly the question. But if you hold,
the people knowing what night
Then-
it is, then you're confused.
right, so you may do 1.
Right.
Right. So this is the Rebbe's second example.
Why?
I mean,
If
It's
you're
a
holding.
No, not on that 8th day. You know it's the last. Everybody knows it's the last day.
There is an halachic question. If you're holding that it's Yamim Nechasim, Yamim Yotzim, light one and get it over. It doesn't matter.
because you lost the objective.
You lost the objective and you don't want to confuse people.
Yeah.
If you
If you hold
that it's
Ma'alim,
Ma'alim, that we did, you gotta be.
Unless
you
people
gotta be
say-
careful not to go below the
Ah.
7, because now you're gonna.
Very good. So let's see. Lefi hada'ah rishona, according to the first opinion, we care about talent.
Shouldn't you do, if it's like the 7th night, right, and you only have 6 left, you should actually light 2 candles.
Why 2 candles?
I'll tell you why.
Iranians?
No, because at least you are doing like
Ne-
Neshama. At least you qualify.
That's actually very clever, but you got to be careful. You're not allowed to go by Bet Shammai. You're not allowed. That's yeah, you're not allowed to go by Bet Shammai.
Oh, you're talking about.
No,
I didn't know that.
If you're- It's very clever. It's very clever.
Wow.
It's very clever.
We're counting counts, we're forgetting about the Shema.
Wow, that's
So what Dr. Sofer is saying is the Shamoshi. Good question. But Dr. Sofer is saying people in the street are gonna go and say, 2 candles in the window. What is all that? It's Bet Shammai in reverse. Okay.
I think the bigger problem, you're not allowed to switch it off.
You cannot. The halakha is, it says, "Uvshachvecha u'komecha." You have to say Shema when you lie down and when you stand up. What does this mean? Does it mean you physically have to stand up when you say Shema? No. It means at the time when you stand up, which is the morning, you say Shema, and the time you lay down. Bet Shammai says in Mishnah Berachot Itai, Bet Shammai says it's literal. In the morning, you must stand up for Shema. And in the evening, you must sit down for Shema, says Bet Shammai. Literal. Halakha is, in the morning, if you're sitting down, you cannot stand up for Shema. You're showing
But if
everyone
you're
holding
standing
Bet
up
Hillel.
already,
Then you're standing up already, because then you're not showing everyone that's Bet Hillel. And in the nighttime, if you're standing up, you cannot sit down just for Shema, because you're showing the world. You're holding Bet Shema. You're not allowed to hold like Bet Shema.
that's halakha.
That is the halakha. Yes,
You're not allowed to hold.
as clever as it is. Okay, now, let's get back to where we are. And I see the wheels spinning in your head. According to the first opinion, you cannot fulfill telling people the right day because you don't have enough candles to tell the people the right day.
Okay.
Just do 1 candle to do the mitzvah, Eikah mitzvah. If you're going to add more candles, you're adding nothing here.
But that's not his own.
He's
heard
the Lubavitch
you.
Rebbe. He's saying this inside their machloket. He's
right,
offering
but he's
this.
getting that from somewhere else.
I don't know. He doesn't quote.
Shulchan Aruch or somewhere that Remember,
there's always sources of the
makes
model.
a reference that the machloket is more than just a doing.
Yeah.
It's the value of Allah.
Yeah. Let's continue. Ve'ilu lefi hada'a sheniyah shetama is ma'amid ba'kodesh. If you hold the reasons we go up in holiness, and moridim, we don't go down. Hey, you have a chance not to go down now. Yesterday was 7, today do 7. Right? Alav le'adik shtenirot. Omnam en hu mekayem mechak. Okay, fine. Even though you're not doing the perfect control, you're not going down. Okay. Have you guys ever heard of Chefsa or the Gavra? This Ethan knows what that is. Chefsa or the Gavra? It's like classic yeshivish, brisk yeshiva. Yeah, so this is like classic. Chefsa or the Gavra? No? Chefsa or the Gavra is brisk 101. So Chefsa and the Gavra, listen, I'm going to tell you what it means. Chefsa, I'm a translator. You know that? I'm a translator also. The Chefsa and the Gavra. The Chefsa it's Aramaic, so it ends in aleph. These words. It's a haifetz. The Chefsa is a haifetz. It's a thing. And the Gavra is a person, a gever. Now, if you go to any yeshiva out there, Ashkenaz yeshiva, this is what you're going to hear all day long. It's with motions of the hand. It's in the Chefsa or it's in the Gavra. So a classic briskish type is my cup on the table or is the table under my cup? I have to figure it out. Let's argue about it for like 5 days. That's a classic. That's a classic. That's a classic. That everything is split into two. Tefillin. Does my arm have to put tefillin on? It's a gavra. It's on the gever. It's on the person. Or the hefsa, the tefillin has to go on the hand. I don't know which one it is. It's a classic thing that they use all over in the yeshiva world. Okay, so believe it or not, the Lubavitcher Rebbe is going to dip his toe in the hefsa or the gavra pool.
Is it the candle that has to be lit, or it's a mitzvah on us to be like?
So what do you think? Is it on the candles or on us? Well, it says in the mitzvah, ned ishu beto. Let's see what he says. But yeter omek, let's go deeper. Yesh lomad. Let's try to wrap up. So sheyesh hevdel. שיש הבדל בין שתי הדעות לגבי מהות הקשר שבין מהדים מן המהדים ובין מצוות החנוכה. What is the essence of this level 2, level 3-ness? What is it all about? ההבדל ביניהם בפשטות, this is the difference. לפי הדעה הראשונה, according to the first opinion, which is we go up in days, go down in days, קשורים הטעמים של בית שמאי או בית הלל לימי חנוכה כנגד ימים נכנסים. It's only to tell people the days of the week. According to the second one, it's about bulls, it's about going up. That's not a Hanukkah reason. It's side reasons. The first reason is a hannukah reason. Tell people what day of the week is Hanukkah. The bulls and going up in holiness, what's that got to do with Hanukkah? That could be with any mitzvah. So it's a inyan sedadi. It's a side thing. It's when you're doing a mitzvah, you make sure you always go up. Nothing to do with the candles themselves. It's on you. That's what the Rebbe is saying. The first way, I have to tell people, the candles have to tell people the night. That's a candle. It's a Hanukkah argument. The second one is, hey, you're going to do like the bulls. What does the bulls got to do with Hanukkah? You should mimic the bulls. You should mimic the bulls. It's on the Gavra. That's telling you how to act your life.
It's not the object. It's not right. The bulls versus the.
It's on you to mimic the bulls. It's on you to make sure you're always going up. The candles don't care whether they go up or down. It's on you to make sure you always go up.
Why are bulls? The bulls are going down.
The bulls are going down. So we want to just like Hashem took one less bull every day in Sukkot. We want to copy Hashem. It's a thing in us. Whatever the avodah is around this, and there should be some thought involved if we were going to follow this. I'm doing what Hashem did. Imagine we had like Bet Shammai. Oh, Hashem, he wanted one less bull every day. It's an avodah. It's a spiritual work. That's what the Rebbe is saying. If you hold that way. Or you could hold very like Sfaradim. All we care about is telling people what day of Hanukkah it is. It's not deeper than that. And so therefore,
how would it hold if it's Omer going down, counting the days down?
We're counting towards.
You can count 49, 48, 47.
That's another classic question. Right?
If it was.
Should we stop here and continue next week? What do you want to do?
No. Continue.
It was the idea to
How about
candles,
real Hanukkah?
right?
I have to build it.
Not build it. Tomorrow's Hanukkah.
The most important part would be the candles being lit for 30 minutes. But it's on the candles.
Yeah, but
That's the
a
mitzvah.
brisker, a yeshiva guy can do this to you all day long.
Yeah.
You can say, it's on you to make sure that you do a lighting in 30 minutes. They can do this all day long. There's a story that they said in Lakewood, when Hacham Vadia, Allah Shalom, when he visited Lakewood Yeshiva, Yossi ever tell you this story? Hacham Vadia visited Lakewood Yeshiva. They asked him to speak. And he gets up to speak and he says, there was once a yeshivish guy from Lakewood who went up to Shamayim and he went up to the yeshiva. He went to join the yeshiva. And in the yeshiva, he sees an old man reading Rambam. And he says, what are you reading? And he says, the Rambam says X, Y, Z. And he tells the Rambam, the Rambam is either this way or it's either that way. So he says, no, that's not what the Rambam's saying at all. He says, no, isn't it? So the guy says, I'm the Rambam, first of all. I wrote what I meant, nothing more. And then he said a second joke. He said, you have two Sifrei Torah. You have two Torahs in the yeshiva. You have the Chesed Torah and you have the Gafra Torah. You can do it for every single mitzvah. Does the sukkah have to be over me or I have to be on the sukkah? It's never ending. So anyway, let's, I don't know if we should stop here and finish this next week.
Another practical Hanukkah.
We're building towards the practical
but
Hanukkah.
it's Hanukkah tomorrow.
So come to shul in the morning. We'll do a halakha in the morning. Do we have 6 guys that didn't pray Arbit? Because we didn't have a minyan. Okay, can we make a minyan Arbit right now, quick? Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'Amen. Rabbi Hanana min HaKasha Omer, Asah HaKadosh Baruch Hu Zachot Et Yisrael. לפי הכתבה להם תורה